A brand new type of defense is coming to the game, and it's really nothing like we've seen before. It is called the Craftable defense. Now, the Craftable defense is a seasonal defense which will last between 3 and 4 months per season. So it's a seasonal defense, and basically it offers up to 3 different modes for that season. Now, when I say seasonal, you basically have the opportunity to use these 3 types on the crafting defense for 3 to 4 months until a new season comes out. So if you see here on the little info tab, select and upgrade crafted defenses. You can switch between them anytime. Strategize by choosing which modules to upgrade. Crafted defenses will defend even while upgrading. Defenses last until a crafting phase ends. A new set is released with the next phase. Practice makes perfect. And last but not least, they're tricky to master, so they're only for chiefs at the max town hall level. Now, as you can see here, it says crafting phase. Like I mentioned before, this series of defenses, obviously we have 3 different ones called the hook tower, the flame spinner, and the crushing mortar, will last between 3 and 4 months, and there will be obviously several different crafting phases or seasons throughout the year. Now, it's kind of confusing at first, or it sounds kind of confusing at first. Hopefully I'm not making it sound as confusing as it is, but pretty much it's available to max town hall players. And then I want to put this out there, like, let's say for example town hall 18 comes out, right? You do have to be the highest town hall to use this defense. So let's say, I believe if town hall 18 comes out and you're town hall 17 with the crafted defense, you won't lose the defense right away, but once the crafting season ends, the defense will go away for you, and you will have to be town hall 18 to actually unlock the crafted defense once again. And now we can see how it looks when you first build the crafting station. So the first thing is, it'll be free when you go into the shop. Crafting station, it'll look like this. You place it down here, and then you can see the defense overview. It'll show you which one you can select. So you can select honestly any of them at the start here. Obviously all of the base stats will be at level 1 though, like I mentioned, so you will have to upgrade them individually. Now you can see each one costs different types of loot respectively, and it's for each level. So we could see for this example here, we can actually hammer the upgrades as well, which is pretty interesting. But once we press upgrade here, I believe, you can upgrade 3 different types at the same time. So this is pretty cool. So I can upgrade, for example, the hook towers hit points. I can decide to upgrade the damage per hit on the flame spinner. And, oh, this is cool. Actually, can I do this? Wait, confirm. I can upgrade this, and I can upgrade the area damage for this if I really wanted to. So you can actually technically upgrade the 3 different defenses at the same time. So this is very unique. Obviously though, this is technically 3 different defenses. You can only use 1 at a time. But yeah, like I mentioned, you can still use this defense while it's being upgraded. So it'll still be able to defend even while you're upgrading the base. But you can't upgrade all 3 stats at one time. It looks like only 1 stat at a time, it seems. But still very, very cool how you can individually upgrade each one. Obviously with only 1 builder, but you can upgrade, different stats. Upgrades will not carry over from each type of building, like I mentioned. So you'll see there's still different levels. So even if I go crazy and like upgrade the, hook tower here, you kind of have to decide which one's going to be the best one for you, or which one you think is going to be the best overall in the meta. And you'll see here the hook tower, even though it's being upgraded to level 7, it is not upgrading the fire spinner. You would have to upgrade that differently here. So yeah, and then compared to the crushing mortar too. Personally, I think maybe the flame spinner could be the strongest one, because I did end up failing on that one a couple times. The crushing mortar seems alright, and the hook tower seems alright. It just can have a chance to like grab onto the wrong things. So now we can actually go ahead and see all the modes here. So for this upcoming cycle, we have the flame spinner, the crushing mortar, and we have the hook tower. Now you can see there is a lot of different levels that you can upgrade. Obviously they all start at level 1, but they all go to level 30 each, which means that once they are at level 1, you can upgrade each stat or phase or whatever you want to call it up to 9 times each, and of course giving you bonuses in hit points, damage, and their last one is either their ability, which could be stunning, burst fire, or area damage. Now like I said, these will change after the crafting season ends. That's why it says on the bottom phase ends in, so you can see the bottom. So the crushing mortar at max level, these are the stats. Obviously I will show what it's like upgrading it later on in the video, but we could see the hit points and the stats here. Crushing mortar pretty much just, obviously it is what it is. It's a crushing mortar, so it throws things to crush your troops or defensive troops. does splash damage, and seems pretty solid. And it has a decent amount of hit points as well. Description is bowlers from all around line up to get this thing's autograph. The Crusher Mortar's spiky boulders land with the grace of golems before bouncing around for extra collateral damage. Protective headwear is recommended. Pretty cool, pretty solid defense, I'm not gonna lie. And the damage per second is 240. Area tiles is 2.5, 4,900 hit points. And obviously the hit points change with each one. We have the Flame Spinner, which is 6,000 hit points, 400 damage per hit, and 28 burst fire shots at the max level. You can see all these stats here, and the radius. The description, fear the relentless rotating of a repurposed cooking oven. Without ever getting dizzy, the Flame Spinner creates an endless whirlwind of fire that damages nearby ground and air enemies. So it hits ground and air, and as you can see, it does pretty solid damage, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the barbarians just end up getting melted here, so really anything that's kind of low HP just ends up getting, interesting how they get flinged out the map or melted. So this one's pretty solid. And then last but not least, we have the Hook Tower. You can see the stats, 5,000 hit points, the attack cooldown, and the stun target. So this one actually pulls troops towards, I believe it pulls heroes too, pulls pretty much anything except seed machines. We're gonna try it, we're gonna attack into it. But yeah, obviously it pulls things in and stuns them temporarily. So 3.6 seconds you can see is the stun amount for the max level. Oh, not the overview. And then we have for the description, the Master Builder won't mind that we borrowed rope from his boat, Willie. The Hook Tower pulls in enemies from afar and stuns them. Sadly, seed machines are a bit too heavy. Oh yeah, so it doesn't stun seed machines, because that'd be kind of crazy. Imagine blimp just get pulled out of thin air. That would just kill blimps low-key. But yeah, so obviously these are going to be the first 3 phases, 3 completely different ones. And like I mentioned about the whole upgrading thing, you do have to decide what you want to upgrade first, right? So like, let's say for example you upgrade the Hook Tower. I'm pretty sure the levels will not transfer over to the Flame Spinner or the Crushing Mortar, so you do kind of have to decide which like kind of route you want to take. They all look pretty strong, but obviously I will show how it looks like at level 1, and then we can attack into it. So we could do a little challenge here that I've already kind of set up, so we could just pretty much see. I replaced one spell for Ice Block. I'm using the Root Rider army that I've been using lately in Legend League, so let's just see how it pretty much goes. Now, in terms of RC charging, I think this is the Hook Tower, right? Yeah, it is. This is the maxed out Hook Tower. Everything is supercharged. All the walls are maxed, so this is a fully maxed 17 here. So we do got to be kind of careful. This is kind of scary, man, hitting a max 17. Okay, here we go. I normally don't attack in the vids, but I figured I would because people will always ask me. So yeah, let's see. Coming from this bottom side here. Let's go ahead and place this here. I'm kind of scared for the Hook Tower, man. What if it just hooks my Root Riders? I kind of might be cooked. Okay, hopefully the RC can get some good value here, though. Kind of praying a little bit here. Make sure we get the invis right. She will go for the Fire Spitter, which is great. And where will she go after this, though? That's the big question I'm wondering. Okay, go here. I make sure to put the annoying CC of the furnaces inside to kind of make it more realistic as well. Alright. That invis tower is going to go off. Maybe we can kill this furnaces here. I want to recall, save my thing. Good thing my RC didn't get stunned. That'd be kind of crazy. Okay. Now let's go ahead and poison this here. Let's go ahead and drop the ice golems here. Wall break that. King, queen. And then we will go ahead and drop our 2 balloons. Drop the Root Riders. Drop the witches over here. Warden. Troop thrower. RC, mini warden healers. Ooh, I forgot to put the healers down. Oh god. This might be a good place to put the ice block. Everything can kind of catch up here. And then a rage. Jeez, these walls look intimidating. Okay, troop thrower kind of cooking a little bit here. Oh my god, is it hooking me? Okay. Oh my god, the thing just got yanked and picked off. Oh my god, my balloon's getting yanked too. Okay, we can warden ability it though. Luckily it only stuns. We can rage here, or use the king ability rather. RC ability, maybe we can do this. Probably OG all this here. Try not to let our stuff die. Back in Tesla farm looks kind of nutty. We'll do an archer over here. Archer over here. Forgot to put my header down, but it's fine. Everything's looking pretty solid. So you can see the Hook Tower in a lot of cases, especially in spam armies, might not do well. Maybe it'll do well for dragons though. I kind of want to do a dragon attack to kind of show you guys. But the results are pretty much the same. We can obviously test out the other archetypes if we wanted to. Put the spamming here as well, but as you can see, I mean, pretty straightforward. The new hook tower, like I said, might not be the craziest one if it only hooks, you know, like something like a balloon, but high HP troops, you know, they get pulled in and they get picked off, then could be a really big difference maker. I'm also testing out that new Frosty level on the King, which is pretty cool too. But yeah, I mean, pretty much the same. Even though everything is maxed, I was able to 3-star pretty well. We could try out our new layout here, and we could try out a different tower too to kind of see how it looks with this army. Alright, now we can try against the Flame Spinner variation here. So let's try to open up, of course, with the same RC charge. We'll try to go ahead and go for this Poison Tower here. Make sure we invis. Oh, holy noob. Can't even get my invises right on the video. Oh, RC might. Oh. Invis. Good lord. Baited. Oh god. Oh no. Can I get this whole compartment? That'd be kind of great if I could. Ooh, does that thing hit me when I'm invisible? Okay, let's recall here. Perfect. Alright, and then let's make sure we have a very good funnel here. So we'll go ahead and do this here. Witches. We'll do the Cocoa Balloons here. Root Riders, Healers, Warden, Troop Thrower, RC Recall, some Valkyries, some Barbs, Mini Warden. Then pop this over here. Maybe we'll try to funnel the King inside if we can. Alright. Of course, once that CC comes out, go ahead and Rage here. I'm gonna go ahead and Ward ability all this. And my army's kind of walking a little bit here, so I'm just gonna OG. As a matter of fact, Poison. We can actually pop the Ice Block spell here. Kind of solid with the Ice Block spell. Gonna Rage all of it here. Kind of taking the single very well as well. Let's pop the head runner here. Smash through. With the good Ward ability, you can definitely counter this Fire Spinner, whatever it's called. Ward ability, or Queen ability rather. King kind of on the outside. At the same time though, I don't know, the Fire Spinner maybe did decent here? Did it? It could have been the one. I feel like the Fire Spinner could be more decent than the Hook Tower for sure. It does do a decent amount of damage. Pop some more clean up here. I think I might actually fail this against the Fire Spinner. Now, the real question is, am I just bad or is it just good? Let's go ahead and try the Crushing Mortar now and see how well I can do against it. Dude, this thing kind of looks a little crazy. The radius is kind of interesting, but I could probably just, you know, take out this Poison Tower, which I feel like will be a good play, and then maybe go into it. Really test the damage here. Of course, we'll see if this is baited or not. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Taking some damage, but overall still solid. Oh, the bait is crazy. It's fine though, it's fine though. I'm gonna double invis here because I feel like my Fox might die. I'm just gonna go ahead and recall here. Oh, barely saving. Okay. Alright, this is gonna be interesting going into this. I'm gonna try to go into it and see how well or how annoying it is actually. Let's actually pop the Warbreaker here. And let's do Witch here. Let's go in here, King, Queen, and then let's just go ahead and do Rider right into this bad boy. Balloons, Healers, Mini Warden, pop the Valkyries, recall RC. Queen kind of getting clapped over there. Go ahead and Rage here. Whoa, that thing shoots fast! But I did take it down pretty quick though. If we craft defense, or put the Ice Block here. Ooh, that was a cool thing with the Ice Block. Let's go ahead and pop the Warden now. Ooh, some troops are leaving the Warden aura, I just realized. But things are actually entering back inside, which is nice. 7 invis to utilize too. Maybe we try to OG this to keep army together. And where did my King go? Where's the ability maybe? Oh, he's inside. How awkward. King ability maybe? I feel like the Crushing one is also very interesting compared to the Fire one, but the Fire one might be the best one. I don't know, based on hitting it max level. The hook tower one has a chance, it just depends how deep it is in the base, I think. That one kind of relies more on actually picking out the right ones. That's the thing, it might pick the right... Like it might pick the wrong type of troop, so it could just suck. If it like pulls in like a barbarian or an archer or like a balloon like we saw, a variable just could be kind of GG's, you know? We'll go ahead and make sure we... Oh, look at these healers. Oh, the OP healer AI. Jesus. The healer AI rework got a major buff to the healers for once they're actually healing the right thing. Holy. But, I mean, we ended up getting the base anyways. I think the only one that I failed on twice, was the fire spinner, man. So maybe that one's the best one, based on my attacking. Or maybe I just sucked on that other base. I don't know. And last but not least, we do have some bug fixes. A couple things with AIs and other bugs, like healers would sometimes get confused in battle and randomly change their healing target. She's reread the Healing 101 rulebook, and now this bug has been fixed. I guess there was an issue with starter challenges, Gold Rush event bugs, Goblin Builder bugs, Clan Castle troops would appear in friendly challenges, whether it be level 1, I believe, was the bug. Visual overlapping when sharing a layout link. Clan Castle troops would default to level 1 in friendly challenges. Oh, that was nice. Yeah, that one was annoying. Fix an issue where some achievement title and descriptions visually overlap, and gem shot offers. Gem shot notifications, troop levels are not updated in the info screens, and the mighty morals will make equipment appear at max level on the hero equipment screen. Oh, that was also an interesting visual bug. And then we have the shop changes. So with the info button in the shop links to an article on our self-help portal that details the prices, values of in-game offers, and the shop button will not notify when the special offer is available. There's also something about Amazon appreciation, so I guess they're going to stop doing services for Amazons. You got to connect Supercell ID, and they're going to start introducing things for Supercell ID guest accounts. So if you don't have a Supercell ID account, you will receive a guest account. Obviously, you can read through all this if you want, but make a Supercell ID account to keep your account safe. And then they're also doing regional pricing. So they're expanding the regional pricing to test new countries. You can find out more in this article here, supercell.com/ whatever language you're in, news, price changes. Price changes in-app purchases in certain regions. You can see different countries are getting different to reflect foreign exchange rates and whatnot, but you can find all the information about that here on this site. But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up everything in terms of the seasonal defense. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Did I explain everything well? Was I explaining everything too fast? Did I cover everything too much? Genuinely let me know, because when I do these update videos, I just want to try to, you know, help you guys, and I never really thought about doing update videos in the past, so yeah, I mean, it's kind of nice to be able to do them, and also help you guys understand the game more. Help me understand the game more so I can explain it to people and help them make the right decision. But Hook Tower, Flame Spinner, and a Crushing Mortar, all very interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see being able to upgrade all of these at the same time. And also we can finally upgrade another building with Dark Elixir, which is very cool. So I'm kind of looking forward to this and seeing what people come up with in terms of base building, because this will be very, very interesting. That's it. Subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and if you made it to the end, thank you for watching. Until then, I'm out. Peace.